Leo. Leo, you know who it is. It's your girl D here bringing you another reading. This is going to be the December 2020 Silent Enemies reading. I'm praying for you guys. I said a little prayer before I started because I know you guys are going through it and it's hitting you kind of heavy. So, just want to let you know that I'm here saying prayers for you guys. But I still got to keep you abreast of what's going on so that, you can maneuver through these energies as safely as possible. So with that being said, the Silent Enemies reading is a reading that is to help you pay attention to your intuitive nudges that you get with the people, places, and things that you are in contact with on a regular basis. So this could be friends, family members, children, lovers, co-workers, colleagues, business partners, landlords, tenants, neighbors, anybody who's in your energy on a regular basis, and you get a weird vibe about it or about them. It could be once or twice that you get that vibe, or it could be every time you come around. And so the thing is that you don't want to jump to conclusions and just assume, the worst, but you do want to investigate and confirm if it's a false alarm or not. It could be that people are just going through things in their own personal life and maybe they don't want to share it with you, or they prefer not to, whatever that may be, Or it could be, maybe somebody's trying to surprise you or do something for you. Or it could be, a worst case scenario where somebody around you is jealous of you, envious of you, and maybe trying to put you in a position where you lose out in some way. So this is why it's very important to pay attention to those intuitive nudges, because of course the people closest to us have the most access to us. So investigate those nudges, confirm if it's a false alarm. If it is, then okay, cool, move along. If it's not, then at that point, at least investigate first, and that way you can make the best decision for you. So let's get 3 cards out. I'm going to talk to you intuitively about what I'm feeling for each of these cards. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, don't try to make this fit, okay? If there's a reading that you don't want to make fit, it's this one, okay? If it doesn't fit, check your other placements, all right? There will be an extended to the reading. The link is going to be in the box below, and it is a general read, okay? So just take what resonates and leave the rest, Leo. Let's see what we got going on. I need 2 more cards for Leo, please. Hope you guys having a good day, or had a good day, depending on where you are in the world. Having a good evening, or you had a good evening. Let's see what's going on here with Leo. 2 more cards for Leo, please. What does Leo need to look out for? What does Leo need to know in reference to intuitive nudges that they're getting? Thank you. 1 more, please. Thank you. All right, my friends. We have a major arcana here, okay? And that is you, your energy, which is the sun, okay? So, when we have major arcana show up here, this represents an intuitive nudge that you may get about this scenario, if it resonates, that if you don't investigate it, it could have a major, the situation itself could have a major effect on your life. And it doesn't necessarily mean in a negative way. It just means that major arcanas are things that happen that change your life. It could be for the better, it could be for the worse, but there's a change that occurs, a major change where things won't ever be the same. So we definitely going to investigate that here. Now, we also have the 5 of Swords that came out in reverse. That's Aquarius energy, so that's your opposite polarity. And then we have the 8 of Swords, which is Gemini energy, okay? 5 of Swords reverse. This is Aquarius energy, but it's the opposite polarity of you. So I feel like this is an energy, like this is showing up in the Silent Enemies reading, is because this could be somebody that you were in a situation where there was some issues with communication. Okay, it could have been a very competitive type of energy between you and this person. So it could have been a colleague, a business partner. If you have your own business, maybe it's a competition. Okay, maybe you're somebody who runs a convenience store, and then 2 blocks away you have your competitor, and maybe you guys are going at it with price wars and things like that. And I feel like, this was going on between you and this person. If it's not anything that has to do with business, then this could be a family situation, where there's a family member, that you may have been going back and forth with, or maybe you guys just, misunderstood each other. I feel an energy, some of you, I feel an energy of tit for tat. I do feel a competitive energy, someone trying to one up, someone. Okay, could have been a lot of ego and a lot of pride. So remember, the Five of Swords is Aquarius energy and it's in reverse. So the opposite polarity of Aquarius is Leo. So somebody could have been in their ego, okay, with the Five of Swords reverse. Or somebody could be saying, you know what, I'm gonna put my ego to the side and I'm gonna drop this scenario. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. So I feel like that is what is going on now. Either you or the other person has decided to just step back. It's like, you know what, for whatever was going on, it could have been competition in reference to trying to, if it was a love situation, maybe trying to get someone to be honest with you, to get someone to maybe see a relationship path on the same page that you see it on. So for example, maybe you wanted to take things to the next level and this person was doing all kinds of dirt to avoid that. This could have been somebody who was lying to you, manipulating you, telling you one thing, but in reality something else was going down. And you were trying to get to the bottom of it, and as a result of you trying to get to the bottom of it, it could have been like a little back and forth between you two. But I feel like, Five of Swords energy. That's the moon in Aquarius. No, it's not. It's Venus in Aquarius. So this is somebody you care about, okay? Somebody you have feeling for. I feel like you're giving in to this person. This is what I feel like. I feel like this person was challenging you, or the situation was challenging you in a way. And I feel like you standing up for yourself was a good thing in that scenario. But I feel like for whatever reason, this person may have worn you down, and dare I say it, wear Leo down. But I feel like because this is Venus in Aquarius, this is somebody you have feelings for, someone you had an emotional attachment with, you conceded. You forfeited. You threw in the towel. You raised the white flag. And I feel like you should not, because I feel like it's somebody who means you no good. Like, don't give in to their demands or their ultimatums. Like, I feel like somebody is, they're purposely they're at this tit for tat with you because they're trying to get one over on you in some way, shape, or form, where it's not going to benefit you, I feel like. That's for some of you. I feel like some of you are confused about your emotions and your feelings. Maybe you're trying to play it cool, but, it's not really that way. And it's very difficult for you to deal with. Maybe this person is manipulating you emotionally because they know how you feel. So, for example, maybe you are in a situation where, say, there is someone who is married. Okay, there's a man and a woman. The man is married. The man is dealing with a third party scenario, a third party situation. And the person who is the third party may have been, go at odds with the man's wife, going back and forth, or considering doing that. And I feel like in certain cases that might have been the case, and, somebody realizes that they shouldn't have did that. It could be, a woman who's married and she's messing around with her husband, and the two guys were going at it, and they decided, you know what, why are we fighting over this woman? let's not do it, or let's not do that. Someone could be trying to, say, look, let's not fight, or what have you. But this is somebody who was an enemy of yours, okay? Because maybe at one point in time you were in competition for this woman or for this man with that person. Could be the same thing with a business scenario as well. I feel like you're conceding, you're giving up, or someone is giving up, and you giving up and conceding to this person is not beneficial to you. Okay. So you may want to start looking at, okay, what am I deciding to move forward with, or where it was maybe some type of competition or there was some type of rivalry. Didn't have to be anything heavy, though it could be. Okay. But it's something that you decided you're gonna just like, you know what, I quit. I'm not gonna do this and I'm not gonna fight this. I feel like in this sense you should, but we'll get more detail about this in the extended. Okay. The Eight of Swords energy here, this is Sagittarius energy. No, I'm sorry, this is Sagittarius. This is Gemini energy. The Eight of Swords energy, this is you acting as if, or pretending as if you don't see what's going on. Okay? Eight of Swords energy, to me, it's Jupiter in Jupiter in Gemini. Okay? Jupiter is the planet of the higher mind. Okay? Which is like the intuition. Okay? And that's Jupiter rules Sagittarius, right? So the opposite polarity of Sagittarius is Gemini, and Gemini rules the logical mind. Okay, so Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini is like options on steroids. Jupiter in Gemini is taking it from the logical mind, and processing it into the higher mind, the intuition. And it's like either you're not seeing something or you're refusing to see something. Some people say that this Eight of Swords energy is a self-imposed prison. Sometimes it's not self-imposed. Sometimes you just don't see it. Sometimes it just doesn't click and it just doesn't register. By the time you get to the Eighth Sword, perhaps that is when it starts to register, and then you go to the Nine of Swords where it's stressing you out now because you realize, oh my God, this is what's been going on from Sword 1 to Sword 8. And then you get to that Ninth Sword and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is stressing me out. So I feel like you're at that point where a situation is about to stress you out. And this is why it's in the Silent Enemies reading, because you're focused on there's something that's going on that you just don't get. Okay? And I feel like maybe these two are related, because maybe this is why you're like, I'm going to give up on the situation. So it could be a situation where someone's trying to take advantage of you, a lover. Okay? Because remember, this is Venus in Aquarius. So it could be a lover who's running game, and you know they're running game, but you just can't figure it out, or you figure it out, but it's difficult for you to let go. Now, that could be a karmic situation. Karmic situations are very difficult to let go of. So this could be what's going on, and we're coming out of an energy where we're tying up karmic connections. Everybody is. Okay, whether it's family members, whether it's lovers, whether it's friends, whether it's business partners, whether it's a landlord-tenant situation, whatever. Okay? Everybody is tying up the emotional remnants of karmic cycles that have come to an end within the last 10 years, okay? The more challenging ones ending recently, and some of you are still in them, okay? Trying to tie up your emotions so that you can move on. And so this is what I feel is going on with this Eight of Swords. It's like you are to the point where you're about to be stressed out because there's something going on that's not right. You know it's not right. Either A, you can't put your finger on it, and you're dealing with it for too long because too many things have come up. Each sword represents a thought. A thought, like if you stop and think about like a gut reaction, say you're driving down the street, something telling you to turn right, okay? When you get that gut feeling to turn right, then automatically a lot of times what you start doing is you start thinking about it. And that's where the sword comes in. So you'll get an intuitive nudge and then you'll think about it. That's sword number 1. All right? Another intuitive nudge comes to you about the same situation, and then you start thinking about it. That's sword number 2. Another intuitive nudge hits you for a different scenario, but with the same person. Okay? So this goes on with the 8. It goes on up to 8. So it's either you're not seeing it, you know something ain't right, or you know what's going on and you're just turning a blind eye to it. Okay? And whatever way it is, you need to figure it out really quickly, or you need to check yourself on it because it's showing up as a silent enemy here. Okay, so whatever you're not seeing it could hurt you. It could put you in a situation where it's not beneficial for you. Okay. Now we get to your energy, the Sun card. Now, when I do these silent enemies readings and I see that your own sign comes up and it comes up as a major arcana, this is definitely an indication that you need to be careful of the moves you're making, because you could be your worst enemy. Okay? And so, because we have the Sun card here, this is your energy. So, this is telling me that you need to be careful. This could be a pride thing. Okay? So, maybe you're turning a blind eye with the Eight of Swords energy because of pride. Okay? Maybe you're giving into this person because maybe it's a scenario where you two look good. You got, you two could be in a marriage. You guys own businesses. You make it look good. You got nice homes. You got, you got assets together. You have children together. Nice rides. You have, materially, you have everything you need. But, as far as the mechanics of the relationship, it's faulty. Okay, there are issues going on, and there are issues to the point where you are conceding. You're letting it go, knowing that something is wrong, but because of pride and how it looks outside to others, you're sabotaging a situation. You're sabotaging the end that needs to come of a karmic situation. That's an example of what I'm seeing here, okay? Does not have to actually be your story. Another situation from doing your readings is a third party situation. A lot of you are dealing with third party situations, whether you're married, whether you're in a long term committed connection. But there's third party situations going on, and there's also, Sun card also represents pregnancy. Okay? So there could be a child. Okay? So a Leo man who could be married or in a long-term committed connection with one person may have a stepped out, okay, and may have gotten someone pregnant, okay, and that could be the situation. This could be a Leo woman who is a third party in a connection who refuses to let go of this married man, so she concedes and does whatever he asks, even though she knows he's married and knows that it's not right, but because of her ego and her pride, she don't want to let go of the connection. So perhaps now she's pregnant, and she could be thinking, you know what, I'm gonna keep this baby anyway. Now I don't condone, or look, I don't tell people what to do. If you want to have a child, you have a child. If you don't, you don't. But I was watching a video with Mystic Beauty, and she was talking about a karmic baby. Shout out to Mystic Beauty. I don't know if she watches or not, but if you guys haven't checked out Mystic Beauty, please check her out. She's an amazing reader on YouTube, okay? Really dope reader. She does a lot for the community. She has a toy drive going on. I digress. But she was talking about a karmic baby, meaning that you had one person who was dealing with the karmic, no matter what position the karmic was, whether it was the husband, the wife, a long-term partner in a long-term relationship, or the third party. But this person was cheating on their person with a karmic. And because they did not let this karmic go, which is what the universe was nudging them to do, they ended up getting this person pregnant, or this person ended up getting pregnant because they didn't want to let go of this person. And as a result, there's a karmic baby. Okay, meaning there was a baby who was brought here. It wasn't brought out of love and a mutual connection. It was a third party type of energy. And things got out of hand. So I feel like that's what this could be for some of you. Okay, so some of you could be the wife. You could be the wife. And your husband may have someone pregnant, and maybe you don't know about it. Okay, or you could be the man, the Leo man, and you could be dealing with someone, and this person's telling you they're pregnant. Now you got a whole lot of, you know what I mean? Or you could be a karmic who's the Leo, the third party, where you could be the third party man and you're messing around with a woman and you got this woman pregnant. And now she's got to lie to her husband or figure out what she's going to tell her husband, because it's not her husband's baby. It's your baby. So any of those situations. Okay, so baby, this is ego though. Somebody is refusing to see what's going on due to ego, because they don't want to let go, because they don't want to accept the fact that, okay, I got in deeper than I thought. I never thought this would go this route. Maybe overestimating a situation and realizing, oh my God, now it's like, what the hell did I get myself into? What the hell am I doing? So, some of you, and the reason the baby is showing up under silent enemy is, again, because it's a baby that is not between two people who are in a traditional connection. Is either a third party that's involved with this scenario, okay, where there's a pregnancy. Now, I did a video 3 weeks ago, not 3 weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, in reference to possible pregnancy and STD. I will attach it at the end of this video so you can check it out, especially if this is something that's resonating with you. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the extended. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for each of these to see if there's some additional messages that Spirit wants you to have. And then we'll pull some oracles for advice. But if this resonated as is, please click the like button. You guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, whether you are returning or whether you are a regular viewer. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please support the channel. And hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. I post every week. So if you're already subscribed and you don't see my post showing up on your feed at least once a week, make sure you unsubscribe, refresh your screen, and then resubscribe. And also do this for any other of your favorite readers or any of your other favorite videos that you're not seeing in rotation, because there's some funny algorithm going on. And I was told that unsubscribing, refreshing your screen, resubscribing, and hitting the notification bell will help to restore that. All right. So, like I said, Leo, I'm going to go ahead to the extended. The link's in the box below. Feel free to join, especially if you find that this resonates with you and you want to find out more. We'll clarify a little bit more and we'll get you some advice. All right. I love you guys. I'm praying for you and I'm wishing the best for you guys. I love you. I'll see you in the extended, or I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out, Leo.